Yeah, Angelo Leo right here.
The future two-time champion.
Yes, sir, two-time. On his road to redemption, man, to become new champion of the world.
Ain't no former. The current.
There we go.
Former. And still, he coming. He coming back for all the smoke.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so it's been, you guys have absolutely no idea how long I've been wanting to make this video, but we finally got the news. It's signed, it's sealed, it's delivered from the man himself. The man himself has announced this news, so mark your calendars. Save your date and make your plans accordingly. November the 1st, you know, the former Super Bantamweight champion, WBA Super Bantamweight champion, Angelo Leo. You know, he's been out the ring for quite some time. We haven't really seen or heard much from Angelo Leo since June of 2021 when he defeated Aaron Alameda. He's only had one fight since the loss to Stephen Fulton, but he announced his damn self on his own Instagram that he will be fighting. He'll be fighting November the 1st in Plant City, Florida. So that means it's going to be a ProBox card. So shout out to the fine folks at ProBox TV. You know, Chris Glover, Daniel Rubin, Gary Jonas, Paulie Malignaggi, Chris Algieri, and the whole staff. You know, got a lot of love at ProBox. But he's going to be fighting November the 1st. And it's not just going to be any fight. He's going to be fighting for a WBA Intercontinental Title, which means that basically, look, he wins the fight here. And by the way, it's at Featherweight, so he's not going to be competing in his old weight class. This is his first fight in his new weight class, which is Featherweight 126. Which right now, if you look at who is currently the WBA champion at the time he's shooting this video, Lee Wood is currently the WBA Featherweight champion. But we know that he's fighting Josh Warrington this weekend, so it could be Josh Warrington, and the winner of the fight might wind up vacating the belt. Oderbek Komatov is the mandatory, so maybe Oderbek Komatov, who's the #1 contender, fights Raymond Ford, who's the #2 contender. But that's the route he's going. He's going the WBA route. So it's very interesting because when I look at the WBA rankings, there's a lot of fighters I like. There's a lot of fighters I like. There's a lot of fighters I know. There's a lot of fighters I'm very familiar with, and it's very interesting. There hasn't been an opponent announced. Like I went on BoxRec and I saw the opponent. I was looking to see if there was an opponent announced. There's no opponent announced currently. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's just good news that Angelo gets to fight in the ring, because every time I talk about the featherweight division, I throw his name in there because I know him personally. I know that he's been saying it for a year. He's done interviews on his channel for like over a year talking about how he's going to be at featherweight. But you know, boxing is a sport that really is a business more than anything. Unfortunately, like sometimes the business can override the sport. So it's not that Angelo didn't want to fight. It's that, you know, sometimes fighters can get locked into bad contracts, and there's a whole legal process to getting out of these contracts and waiting for them to expire. And sometimes, you know, it's just a lot, right? So he took him a while to get out of his contract. Then he had to kind of look at what situation was the best for him, and I feel like he's maybe found that situation. So we should have him here on the channel soon to kind of take you guys about through what's been going on in his career since the Aaron Alameda fight and what led him to this point. But listen, he's going to be a great addition to the featherweight division. I mean, featherweight division, when we talk about it right now, it's a hot division. I mean, you got Robeisy Ramirez and Bernardo Lopez currently holding the WBO and IBF championships. Ray Varg has a WBC. Nick Ball is in the division. He's fighting Isaac Dogbay in a fight real soon that I got to do a video about. I mentioned every time Oderbek Komatov as the guy to give Naoya Inoue his hardest fight. You know, you got Naoya Inoue, who figures to move up in the division within the next year or so after he takes care of Marlon Tapales at 122. Bruce Carrington's another fighter in the top rank stable that people, you know, are really, really high on. You know, you got Dominique Francis, you know, one of South Florida's very own. He's ranked there at #9 in the WBA rankings. Ruben Villa doing his thing. He's in the rankings as well. So look, there's so many fights and options and the matchups for Angelo Leo, and it's just great that he's in this weight class, because I feel like it gives weight class that much more to look forward to. Also, keep in mind, who's to say Stephen Fulton doesn't move up to 126, and maybe at some point we get the Angelo Leo Stephen Fulton rematch, you know, once Angelo gets some wins under his belt. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, there's endless possibilities, but I just think it's great for boxing that Angelo is going to be back in the ring soon, because I've told anybody who will listen for couple of years now since he last fought that even though he touched the world title and he put on an exhibition in pressure fighting against a clinic in pressure fighting against Tremaine Williams, you know, I still don't think we've seen all of Angelo Leo. I don't think we've seen his best performance in the ring yet. I think his best boxing is still in front of him. I say this based on the fact that I've seen him spar numerous rounds in the gym. So I know that I know what his toolbox has, and I feel like he hasn't really shown the whole toolbox in a fight yet. So we'll see if he could ever put it together and show you guys what I've seen in the gym. But if he ever does that, man, you guys looking at a guy that a fighter that I genuinely believe, and I don't give a damn who's up there in the WBA rankings, who has a title. I think he's got a chance to beat anybody in the world. You can name the fighter, I give him a chance against any of them. So yeah, I don't want to ramble too much longer, but yeah, November the 1st, Angelo Leo will return back to boxing after, what is it now? He fought June of 2021, so what is that? 2 years, 5 months, so that's what, 27, a 27-month layoff, so ain't that some shit. I'm glad he's back, because it took a long time, but listen, one thing I know about him, because I've been communicating with him throughout this whole process, you know, this whole last couple of years. I know he hasn't missed a beat in the gym, so I'm sure I'll be ready, and I'm sure we'll even see a better Angelo Leo, right, because he's matured a lot since the Aaron Alameda fight, right? And also, too, there's so many names in this division that I forgot to mention guys like Nathaniel Collins, Carlos Castro, Hayato Tsutsumi, Luis Nunez, Victor Morales, Michael Collins. So I'm just saying, man, he wins this fight. He gets in these rankings. The list of fights for him are endless. And I mean absolutely endless. So, yeah, featherweight's really heating up. So what do you guys think? There's no opponent yet, but I'll be covering this one. I'll probably... It's always hard for me to get out to Plant City because Plant City's so out of the way from South Florida. But, you know, I think this is a fight that I can't miss because Angelo Leo is someone that we do support here on True School Sports. And I love watching him fight. And he's a friend of the channel. So, yeah, we'll definitely make it out to Plant City for this fight. But let me know what you guys think. Angelo Leo returns, fighting for the WBA Intercontinental Title. What do you guys think about that? And of the guys at featherweight, particularly in those WBA rankings, who do you want to see him fight? Because there's a lot of attractive matchups in that weight class for him. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.